Hello and welcome to In the Kitchen with Matt. I am your host, Matt Taylor. Today I'm going to show you how to make gluten-free churros. Oh yeah, I love churros. Now I am not specifically on a gluten-free diet, but from time to time I have requests to do more gluten-free recipes. So here we go, that's what we're going to do. Super easy to do, very few ingredients. If I can do it, you can do it. Before I move on, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my new videos. Let's get started. Down below in the description box, you'll find a list of the ingredients and their amounts. All right, let's head over to the stovetop. In this pot right here, I have some oil. I'm using canola oil. You could use vegetable oil or coconut oil, something like that. And I have it about inch deep, and I'm going to heat this up to between 350 and 375 Fahrenheit. Now in this pot, we are going to make the dough for the gluten-free churros. And I have the heat set to medium. And then to this, I want to take this butter. This is a half cup of butter. And then I have 1 cup of water. And I'm using filtered water just because my tap water doesn't taste very good. And then a half teaspoon of salt. And now we're going to let this water heat up. It's going to dissolve that salt, and also it's going to melt the butter. All right, and once the butter-water mixture starts to boil like this, then we are ready to add in the flour. This is a 1-to-1 gluten-free flour mix, and I just bought the Bob's Red Mill brand, but you can create your own if you want. And you're going to dump it all in at once, and then we're going to stir really fast. Stir everything together. Kind of push down on it a little bit too, just to get all that dry flour mixed in. And then we're going to just continue to kind of push down and stir for about a minute or two. It'll cook down that flour just a little bit. Okay, that's good. It'll come together like this. We can take it off the heat. All right, and then in this bigger bowl, I'm going to just put that dough in there, and we are done with the pot. You can set that aside. And now we need to let this churro dough cool. And to do that, we're going to take a spatula here, or a spoon, like a wooden spoon. I'm using my silicone spoon. And you're just going to keep stirring and pushing it down until it cools down to like lukewarm, to where you can touch it with your finger and it's no longer really hot. And the reason why we're doing that is so we can add the egg and make sure that the egg doesn't get cooked. Because right now it's way too hot for the egg. Like if you touch it with your finger, definitely very hot. And it'll take probably about 5 to 10 minutes, somewhere around there, for it to cool down. All right, and then once it cools down enough to where you can touch it without it being hot, take 1 egg and put that in there. And now we're just going to stir that egg in with that dough. And it's going to feel like it's not going to want to mix in, but just keep stirring, and eventually it will get in there. And if you want just a normal churro recipe that's not gluten-free, click that I up in the corner and you can find my normal churro recipe, which is very close to this same recipe, just with normal flour. Make sure to use a very sturdy wooden spoon, or like this silicone spoon I'm using is very sturdy, otherwise it's going to break. All right, and there we go. That is the gluten-free churro dough. Really easy, simple ingredients. And now we want to use some sort of a piping bag with a tip. I'm using just a disposable Wilton piping bag. And then I have this tip right here that works really well for churros. It's the 847 Attico tip. And down below in the description box, I'll put a link where you can get both of these things if you want. Now I'm just going to take a glass here and just kind of push it down. This just helps to get the dough in there. Just kind of push it down, and then you can just take it off the glass and just replace the glass with your hand, and we can add in more of it. Usually with this amount you can fill up the whole bag with just enough room left over to where you can still twist it. So push it down. There it is. And it's going to come up like this, and then you'll take your, whatever your dominant hand is, and you're going to just twist the top, and then you're ready to pipe like that. Now let's go fry these churros up. All right, I have the oil right around, it's probably about 360 Fahrenheit. You have your pastry bag with the dough in it, twist it, and then you're going to just push and hold with the other hand, and it'll come out like that. And to let it go, just use your tip of your hand, your finger. Just let it fall in. Just be careful because this oil is really hot. So if you're a young person watching this, please have adult supervision while doing this. And we can put probably 5 or 6 in here. You can also use shears, kitchen shears, to snip it off. And then I have a spider ladle here, but you don't have to use a spider ladle. And we are going to just make sure to kind of turn these a little bit. And just make sure that they get evenly browned. Alright, so you keep frying them until they're nice, lightly golden brown like this. You could even go a little bit darker if you want. Totally up to you. And I'm just going to take these out and put them on a paper towel, just so it can dry and soak up some of that excess oil. Looking good, looking good. And then turn the heat off the oil, of course. All right, time to roll these in sugar. And so you can just take it, use clean hands or wear gloves to roll them. And just roll them like that. Look at that. Yeah. This is just cinnamon and sugar. About a cup of sugar and about 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. And you can adjust according to your taste. If you want more cinnamon, add more cinnamon. And I'm just going to put these on a plate. And you can roll it. You can also just put the cinnamon and sugar in a bag and put these in a bag and shake it if you want. You can take a spoon and do it that way. All right, I'm gonna dive in one of these and show you what it looks like on the inside. I'll take this little guy right here. Nice and crunchy on the outside and soft in the middle. Just like a classic churro. And it tastes very, very, very similar to actually churros that are made with normal flour. So if you are gluten-free and you love churros, you've got to try this recipe. Really easy to do, simple ingredients. If I can do it, you can do it. I'm Matt Taylor. This has been another episode of In the Kitchen with Matt. Thank you for joining me. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or requests, put them down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thumbs up, down in the corner, push it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. Take care. Time for me to dive into this some more. Oh yeah. Grab the other piece that I have. Yeah.